Good evening, everyone. It is David Schlotthauer here. I'm hoping tonight will be a uninterrupted live stream because it looks like my internet is running a whole lot better than it was, say, a couple of nights ago. That's because hopefully all the services are up and running and we're able to stream this without any problems whatsoever. I am now aware we do have severe weather back across Georgia. I've been out of the house all day, really busy with other things, and I literally forgot. You guys can blame me. You guys can literally blame me. It's my fault that I was not aware of this severe weather event that broke out. It also kind of popped out of nowhere, so I do apologize if I was not able to stream on this weather event today. Right now, we do have severe weather going on across the Midwest. That's what we have going on right now. And yes, we do have a couple of tornado warnings that are in progress in Georgia. We have one south of in Albany, Georgia, that expires in 23 minutes. This is radar indicated tornado warnings. So if you are downstream of this, if you're in Deerfield, if you're in Parkville, we have a tornado warning there. This is what we had literally a couple of days ago out of my backyard, which I will be showing you some awesome footage as far as what our weather was here a couple of days ago. It was pretty bad. It was really rough. So again, we got a tornado warning that right now is in progress. If you're in the Leicester area in Georgia, Crestwood, Parkville, if you're in Deerfield, Farm Estates, there is a tornado warning there. This expires in 23 minutes. Radar has indicated that, and hail up to 1 inch in diameter is occurring with that storm. We also have another tornado warning over here near Glenwood Alley, near Vidalia in Georgia. We have a tornado warning there that expires in 7 minutes. 7 minutes. There have been numerous tornadoes today. Over 30 of them have occurred alone across Alabama and Georgia. So I do apologize if I was not able to make it in time for the severe weather live streaming coverage. I feel so bad about myself. I wish I could make it a lot sooner, but I was out of the house all day, and then I came back and a lot of my staff team called me up and said, "Hey, dude, you missed a huge tornado day." I am terribly sorry about that. But yeah, 3 tornado emergencies today. Sorry if I'm touching my mouth a lot today. I have a pretty serious canker sore on this side. So if I do talk a little funny today, that's because it hurts really bad if I open my mouth just a little bit. Like, this hurts really bad. But if I talk like this, it doesn't hurt too terribly bad. So what's up, Justin Monique? How are you doing? What's up, Chad Neeler? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're keeping an eye on severe weather. We're also going to be looking at the weather pattern ahead, as it could look even more active as far as more severe weather events coming. We had a tornado emergency today, David. I know, Candy. I am so sorry that I was not able to cover your area. I did take your call earlier, and I do feel terribly bad. I thought it was just in Tennessee that there was severe weather. That's just showing you how much I was not really paying attention today. Because I was out of the house. But now I can see why Candy gave me a big old fat call today, because of what we've had. There's now a slight risk for severe weather into tonight. The 10 sig has been allowed to expire finally, but really rough day. When we go and take a look here at our storm reports, we can see that there have been 42 tornado reports, let alone today. 42 tornado reports, 153 wind reports, 23 hail reports, and 218 total reports out of this. Pretty significant day, to say the least. And again, there was no tornado report in Tennessee, thankfully, but there have been wind damage reports in that area. Hey there, Dave Martz. How are you doing? What's up, Ooga Booga Baby? Yeah, no lag at all this stream. Good news. Yeah, thank goodness. So far, there is no lag. But I do apologize if there's lagging from time to time, though, in previous streams. That's because the internet was down in other places, and so a lot of people were using the internet where I was, and when that happens, it slows everyone down. It knocked over the concrete bird bath, and it broke. Oh my gosh, wow. Hi, David. I had a tree blow through the nursing home bird bath. Oh, no. That's unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. It's your turn getting trees down in your area. That's all because of severe weather. It's just been wild all across the country. Today's severe weather event, more extreme weather coming to California by the time we go into tomorrow to Saturday, Sunday, Monday, even into Tuesday. In fact, if we do take a look at satellite imagery, we can see with what we have going on. We have a storm system that is lurking out there. This is going to be a fairly decent system that is moving closer to California. And then we got another system coming on its heels that will be moving into our area. And then another system behind that. So we have 3 systems yet to come through our area. Maybe a 4th one by the middle of next week. It's just been a very busy period here around California with flooding, a lot of trees down. Still, people are cleaning up after the storms from this last weekend that brought down more trees. So, yeah. What's up, Annie Mae? How are you doing? Watching Kais, South Carolina. My sister is there. You've got a lot of severe weather where you are. Yeah, a lot of severe weather back in California, the Pacific Northwest, and then, of course, we have severe weather going on across the Southeast. It's these people's turn to get the severe weather. I did want to show you all some interesting radar coverage, though, that we had here Sunday night into Monday morning. That was a fairly extreme day, which we had a lot of severe weather in our area. We had 2 or 3 tornado warnings, and yes, I was under one of those tornado warnings when it all went down. That was a pretty scary experience, to say the least. It was a pretty, you don't get it very often in California, and so it freaked me out when we had the tornado warnings. All right, lost. All right, if there's issues, please refresh the stream is all I gotta say. Try refreshing the stream on your end. Let me know if I am buffering anybody. Hopefully I am not buffering. That would really be unfortunate if I am buffering, but it looks like I am not buffering. Please refresh your stream if you can. Yeah, Californians aren't built for that. Yeah, definitely not. I'm going to show you a lot of storm footage, though. It was pretty bad, actually. Not right now, of course, but later on, I will bring that all up. It was pretty dangerous around here with all the wild weather that we've had. Once this tornado warning is able to get canceled, actually 2 of them still in effect right now. Both are in effect for, well, one more is in effect for another 16 minutes. But yeah, let me know if you guys could hear me. Seems like I'm having a lot of buffering problems again. Hopefully not, though. I'll let more people join the stream, and then we will get started and look at weather models to see what's coming. What's up, Belinda Thresher? How are you doing? Hello, David. How are you doing tonight? Today overperformed. That's what I think, because I was not expecting. I mean, I last looked at the SPC. It only had like a slight risk out or a marginal risk, and I'm like, okay, it doesn't seem too bad to doesn't seem too promising to live stream. But then what all happened? It's just all hell broke loose. What's up, Rare Hunting with Kenneth? How are you doing? What's up, Dakota Belcher or Bachelor? How are you doing? What's up, Chad Nealer? How are you? You were a little bit, yeah. Sorry if I was lagging. It should be fixed. It should be fixed. We will be looking at weather models here in just a little bit. We do have a tornado warning that is in Georgia. This is nearing Parkerville, Crestwood, Leicester. Pretty intense rainfall coming down in this area. Tempe, if you're in Sylvester, in Georgia, we do have a tornado warning. Severe thunderstorm warnings elsewhere with the tornado possible tag that is issued for another hour. Downstream into New Elm. If you're in Powelltown, Tai, that's a weird name. Tyty, Tai. In Tifton, in Georgia, under a tornado watch for another hour. That's funny. This warning and watch are all issued within the next hour. They both get canceled within an hour. So we only have one tornado warning that is in effect right now. Things have been pretty rough here. Rare hunting with Kenneth. I will be showing you guys quite a bit of storm footage that I actually have collected over the last week. There is so much to go through, and I wanted to show you all this to see what you guys think, because it was pretty dangerous around my area. Very dangerous. So I'm excited to show you all of that. But I'm also excited to show you that we do have a Facebook page. If you guys are interested in participating in the Facebook Sacramento Weather Center group, I have 130 people in there that love my content so much. I would really highly recommend tuning in, because you can get images like this of our storm damage that we got. More on that in just a little bit, but there is a lot that I have been dissecting over literally the last few weeks. Been just very active on my weather blog post. I've never been this active in a while. It's just because we have had some serious busy weather going on. So if you want to follow me there, there's a link in the description of this live stream. If not, I could pin it to the chat. But it is the Sacramento Weather Center group where you could participate if you have a Facebook account, of course. And you are more than welcome to participate and follow me here if you're interested in knowing about our local weather back home. All right, because yes, it goes all over the place, the weather. What's up, Diana? How are you? Selma, Alabama tornado was massive. That's what I heard. In fact, there was a Facebook, it was on Facebook earlier. Someone pinned it. I don't think I could find it here. Let's see. Yeah, I cannot find it. But someone did post something about it on my on Facebook, and I did see that the Alabama tornado was pretty massive, very massive. 6 deaths in tornadoes today, David. That's ridiculous. I'm sure we all excited to view what you have. Sadly, I don't have Facebook anymore. That's okay. If you don't have Facebook, that's fine. But if you do have Facebook, I highly recommend you guys joining the group and follow me there. There's many ways you can support me. All right, so we're keeping an eye on this tornado warning right now in Georgia near Sylvester, something like that. I don't speak Georgian. Getting hit really hard with that rainfall, and there's a little bit of a kink in this line, so the continuation of that tornado warning for the next 10 minutes is necessary. But that's what we're keeping an eye on right now. We're really watching this severe weather break out across, again, Georgia, as well as, again, the northern Florida region, the Panhandle, getting some severe weather out of these storms. But how's everybody doing today? How's everyone enjoying the stream? No buffering, right? What's up, Vicky? I hope I'm not buffering a lot today. Please, I hope not, because that would be pretty unfortunate. But yeah, it's pretty rough down here near Panama City, Florida. Getting quite a bit of intense thunderstorm activity. A lot of lightning strikes with that. So if you're near Panama City, Lynn Haven, Felix Lake, Parker, Cook, Watapu, Mexico Beach, getting some intense thunderstorm activity. It's not warned for severe weather yet, but that should happen pretty soon. No buffering here. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. But yes, the weather pattern is changing for next week. It is changing completely. What's up, Theodore? What's up, Lily? How are you? It's good. I'm not buffering. That's good. Boy, the other night, that's all I heard from my viewers. David, you're buffering, you're buffering, you're buffering. So far, I've not gotten a lot of that. So that's good. That's good. It ended up being my internet, not yours. So you could kind of give your internet router or modem a good kiss, like, okay, you're never mind. You're doing good. Internet provider, after all, didn't buffer. On my end, it was on David's end. I want more midwinters. What do you mean by midwinters? Do you mean you want more active weather, probably, right? Facebook sucks. That's why I bailed out in 2015 laughing out loud. Oh, really, Kevin? This La Nina seems to be acting like an El Nino for California. I know. There have been a lot of posts, blog posts on Twitter about that it's an El Nino pattern. It's not even La Nina, but we are still in a La Nina pattern, folks. We're not in an El Nino yet. I'll let you know when we're in an El Nino. All right. But right now it's La Nina, and that's how the weather pattern is behaving. So another 7 minutes for this warning to get canceled. And then we'll be looking at weather models. But right now, if you're just tuning in, my name is David Schlotthauer. It's an honor that you're here. We're taking a look at southern Georgia, Parkerville, Gordy. If you're in summer, if you are downstream of this, and Anderson City, tornado warning. Not for your specific area, but downstream there in Leicester or upstream under a tornado warning for another 7 minutes. This is radar indicated tornado and quarter size hail. I feel too late to the game here at keeping you all up to date on the weather, but that's because I was out of the house most of the day. Moving east at 45 miles an hour. David, the rain soaked the paper bag with the prune juice and it fell through the bag and broke. Oh no. Don't they make a pill for that buffering problem you're having, laughing out loud? No, they don't. Funny. But supposed to get some kind of snow squall tomorrow in one of those lines in southern Indiana. Yeah, there is some interesting weather that I will need to take a look at for you all that live in the Great Lakes, because the weather pattern is changing, and so is your weather where you live. It's been rather mild and more calming. It hasn't been out of control, but the weather pattern is going to be changing for the more significant side of things. Please remember, Mother Nature is a mystic mother. Yeah, nature is out of control. That's what it is. She's mad at everyone. Mad at a lot of people. So we got another 4 minutes or so with this warning, and it will be canceling very soon. Crestwood in Georgia under tornado warning. Let's take a look at the rotation velocity. We don't have a lot going on. Maybe another area of spin here. We'll see if they want to extend that tornado warning, but probably not. We'll see though. We'll see. Next Thursday here in Erie, Pennsylvania, it's going to be 49 degrees. Pretty mild for January. Yeah, it's not going to be cool anytime soon for your area, Justin Monique. It's going to be pretty warm. I think you're done with winter this year. Just kidding. Yep, they extended that. Tornado warning now issued for Tempe, Tai, Tifton, and Georgia under a tornado warning right now. This is radar indicated rotation. So if you're downstream of this, please be taking shelter. If you're in Scooterville, if you're in Minton, if you're in Anderson City, Tempe, Pine Hill, Tai, Hillsdale, in Georgia, you need to be taking shelter. This is in southern Georgia right now under a tornado warning. Under a tornado warning right now that continues. I wish I was done with winter. You're already done with winter. That's funny. We're not quite done with it here. I would like to see more colder temperatures, which those colder temperatures will return by early to middle of next week. The pattern is going to be changing. What's up, Lost Dehilia? How are you doing? Looks like we can get some rain tonight in South Jersey, Philadelphia area. Also, California had huge improvement in drought today. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you that. Literally in 2 weeks, we went from exceptional drought to now moderate drought. Literally, we just flipped the spinner on to the better side of things. So our drought is not really as bad as it's been. And guess what? We have another 6 days of rainfall to come through our area potentially. So the drought could get even more better than it already is. Could we get into a lower drought category? What's up, Ranging Weather? How are you doing? Today was the most active day in a long time. Oh yeah, I hope we get another good snowstorm here in Erie, Pennsylvania soon. I want a storm with 12 inches or more. Well, we'll see. We shall see, buddy. But another 30 minutes of this warning as this moves into Tifton's, Sunsweet, if you're in Waterloo, Furry Lake. Again, under a tornado warning right now for that area. And let's take a look at the velocities. Doesn't look like much of any rotation on that, but there could be a tornado right along that line as it gets closer to Tai, Hillsdale. If you're in Scooterville, just be aware of that. That looks to be pretty intense. I'm doing pretty good, Raging Weather, enjoying the wet weather that we have had. Not so much with the flooding, which I'm about to show you all here in a little bit. So, with that being said, we're going to transition and take a look at our overall weather pattern. Is there going to be more of this going on? Are we going to see, is this the first in a series of severe weather events that could be impacting the Deep South, the Midwest, and the Southeast? Well, let's take a look here at our global computer models. Before we do, we're up to 44 tornado reports, 230 total reports in total, roughly. So definitely been pretty dang busy there across much of the Southeast and the lower Midwest. So taking a look here at the European model as far as what is going to be going on, because people are probably wondering, are we going to get more active weather than this? The answer is yes, you will. For the West especially, but then eventually things will be focused and we will have to kind of hyper-focus on this area eventually because there's going to be more active weather coming your way. So first of all, this look at the European model. Our storm system is waiting along the coast here of California for Friday morning. It is going to be moving onshore and it is going to be a pretty intense storm system as it moves over California, over the Sierras by Friday early afternoon. And that's what most of the models do indicate right now. And that's what the European model will also kind of shows. We might get a couple of snow squalls up here. Someone was mentioning about that in Indiana. That's what the European model indicates. Even a little bit of a strip here of lake effect snow might move over your area. So you may get a couple of inches of snow fall out of that before that decreases. And then literally The one and only thing we're going to really have to talk about is, again, California. It is all back on the west again. All eyes on deck. Over here in Oregon and Washington, more rain, strong winds, heavy snowfall, more flooding concerns, power outages. It's going to be another period. Storm sequence number 4, this is something like that. We're just getting storm after storm after storm, and that's going to continue. In fact, we don't even get a break here. We get our first system that rolls through, then we get kind of in and out of showers by Saturday early morning, and then the next system marches on in by Saturday late morning into the early afternoon hours. That's going to bring in more serious heavy snowfall for the mountains. We could be looking at 2 to 4 feet of snowfall for the higher elevations of the Sierras, all the way from Northern California, Central, and Southern California. Could get in on the snowfall, and this is a colder system, so lower snow levels are anticipated. And then you think, oh, is that it, David? Is there more rain for the West? Yes, there is. We're going to get a brief break, and then another storm system hits our area. So again, we're back into it again. Storm after storm after storm. But this storm system, one of the first ones, going to be moving into the high plains. Going to bring maybe another chance of some severe weather, more likely on a marginal scale. We're not looking at a very significant, life-threatening severe weather outbreak by any means over Missouri, over Illinois, or Iowa, but there's definitely going to be a lot of warm air advection out ahead of this low, as you can see here. And so no snow with this one. Snowier conditions for the Four Corners, for the central and northern Rockies, and of course lots of wind and rainfall for California. Be another wicked stormy forecast coming along. And of course for Oregon and Washington, we're looking at more shower chances, but a lot of this is going to be really focused in California. So as we go forward here into Tuesday, that system moves out of California into the Southern California region into Nevada, the Four Corners. Going to continue to see that snow coming down, as well as Phoenix, Arizona. That system still going into the Great Lakes. That's going to continue all the way into Tuesday into Wednesday. Big time snows here for the Four Corners as that system moves out of California into the desert Southwest and the Intermountain West. More rainfall maybe for Oregon and Washington. The models are having a hard time pinpointing when, if that Wednesday system is going to materialize or not in Central and Northern California. Northernmost looks to get another storm here, looks to get more rainfall. So more chances coming your way. Another snowstorm could be developing here over Kansas by Wednesday, the 18th of January. That tied with an occluded front and a cold front, as you can see here. So this could be interesting. Another severe weather episode could be in the working or in the making on the European model as far as the forecast goes. But again, there's a lot of uncertainty in exactly on how that's going to pan out. But right now we're getting a bit better idea that there's probably going to be another severe weather day ahead by this time next week. That's what most models indicate. In fact, it will be exactly the same areas that got impacted today, with more severe weather from Alabama into Georgia, Tennessee, as well as the Carolinas into the upper Midwest, including for the Northeast. And then, of course, snowfall for Wisconsin, in Iowa, in Minnesota. Maybe something. We're going to squeeze something out here. Maybe Wednesday night and early Thursday morning for California. Maybe more snowfall, the last storm system before the pattern really dries out back west. Nothing more than that coming our way. And then maybe another storm system wants to develop here. Look at this for Tennessee. Maybe more rain, wind, and snowfall for that area as another system tries to develop more snow up here across the Pacific Northwest. And then that system, that's the very end of the model, by the way. That's 10 days out. When you take a look at the GFS model, has a different scenario, but similar. More rain for California. Another big storm system for the West here. This could be pretty significant, especially the Saturdays into Sunday system. That could literally lead to more life-threatening flooding, urban flooding. We could be looking at more land, rock, mudslides in these areas, strong winds and heavy snowfall. And then another system hits our area. Pressure 990 millibars, 989 millibars off the California coast. That looks to be very significant. That could be one of the strongest surface lows that we have actually dealt with here in California in quite some time. So, yeah, brace yourself if you're in California. It can be very windy with that one and more heavy snowfall for the mountains. And then, of course, similar output here on the GFS with that Midwest storm system that tries to develop. And then the GFS wants to go a little bit more crazier than the European model for midweek's winter storm. Very heavy snowfall up here to the north, while a nice good-looking front is draped across the deep south into the Midwest, into Illinois and Indiana, including from Missouri. Nice good-looking front here. Little bit of a diffused warm front that is going to be anchoring and draped across the Ohio Valley by Wednesday, and then that moves out over the Great Lakes by Thursday and Friday by January the 19th and the 20th, and that exits the area by the following weekend. It looks like the weekend of the 20th through the 22nd looks pretty good overall. Not much going on here. As of right now, that could actually change. And then the GFS wants to add in another storm system. In fact, it's going a little bit of aggressive, not as aggressive on the Wednesday storm, trending more like the European model. But then another system for next weekend, the 21st, might bring in a renewed chance of rainfall for our area. And that could bring more stronger winds and cooler temperatures in its wake. So, yeah, quite the active weather could be, may continue for the west. Something that we'll keep an eye on for down the road. How much snowfall are you going to see? Well, let's take a look here. For California, takes a lot of the snowfall. We're going to be measuring the snow in feet more than likely. We could be looking at 5 to 10 feet of additional snowfall throughout the middle of next week. We could be looking at 1 to 2 feet of snowfall for the Cascades, for portions of British Columbia, possibly 2 to 3 feet of snow for the Four Corners, and in inches, between 6 to 12 inches of snow from, say, Kansas, from portions of Colorado into Wisconsin and Iowa, then maybe more snow here for the Northeast later on down the road. When you take a look here at the GFS model, the US GFS, we're looking at quite a bit of snow for California. Again, possibly 5 to 10 feet additional snow to come throughout the middle of next week. And then, of course, again, we're looking at maybe 2 to 3 feet of snow according to the US GFS model, with maybe 2 feet or so of snowfall over portions of, say, the Dakotas, especially in northern Nebraska. Doesn't do so well, or does pretty good here with the snowfall totals for the extreme northeast there. But otherwise, the lack of snowfall down here, but it's going to be a lot of the rainfall that you're going to be continuing with. 10-day rainfall totals for the southeast, anywhere between 2 to 4 inches is anticipated, with, again, all of this rain that you see here back west will be through literally the next 4 or 5 days. So we're looking at an additional 3 to 5 inches of rainfall in many areas, with possibly up to 10 additional inches of rainfall in northernmost California. So this is really good news. This is what we like to see. And we take a look at your 7-day anomalies. We can see definitely above average. The 5-day anomalies, when we go back here, definitely nicely above average. That's what we like to see. Then conditions do look to dry out overall after we get past the 10-day forecast as the ridge builds on in across California. So if you guys haven't already, again, feel free to check out my Facebook Weather Center group. It's quite fun. And I'll have more updates on that for tomorrow. We'll have another post out. All right, so again, we're keeping an eye on some severe weather over Hilldale, over Tifton, Fairy Lake, Britton, Harding. Right now, this looks to be more of a squall line-like event right now that will be allowed to expire here in the next 20 or so minutes. But I hope everybody's doing good. How did I do on that? How did I do on that weather forecast? Let me know. If I missed anything, just let me know. I did want to show you all the National Weather Service really quickly. Look at that. For California, all in the flooding again. Flood watches, winter storm warnings. It's wild out there again. More significant flooding. There is no avalanche danger, I'm surprised, for right now, but that could change. fact, if we take a look at our winter storm warning, up to 6 feet of snowfall through Monday. All right, from Friday through Monday, up to 6 feet of snow. This could change a little bit more. We might see maybe 8 or 9 feet of snow. It doesn't surprise me at all for that. Wind gusts up and over 50 miles an hour. Road closures are likely, blowing in whiteout conditions due to heavy snowfall, and tree damage due to gusty winds, and travel delays and cancellations. And again, we can see here from the Sacramento Weather Service, there is a major impact from Saturday through Monday due to strong winds, heavy rainfall, and flood concerns. Friday and through Wednesday, it looks like we have a moderate threat for more active weather. But here's a look at the rainfall totals. Look at the valley, 1-2 inches of rainfall, just let alone from Saturday through Sunday. I'm surprised they have not went ahead and issued a flood watch. I guess that flood watch is issued, though, for my area. It is issued. Okay, no, they did not issue it for the Friday system. I am really surprised. But that just means confidence is increasing for a more significant rainfall. 1-2 inches of rain in the valley with additional rainfall after that for the other storms that do come through. So very busy weather coming in across the west as a series of storms do continue. This is going to continue for a while. And you can see there's your system, or our system, coming in. All right, they canceled the tornado warning. All right, they already called schools out here in Middle Tennessee. Oh boy. Now what's going on in Tennessee right now? Let's actually go and take a look at that. There is a winter storm warning issued for that area. This includes all the way from Johnson City. If you're in Camp Creek in eastern Tennessee under a winter storm warning, Knoxville. Let's take a look at what this means. 2 to 6 inches of snowfall. Oh wait, no, total snowfall accumulations up to 20 inches across the highest terrain, 2 to 6 inches over the foothills. From midnight tonight through 7 a.m. Saturday. So it's a long duration, a winter storm warning for your area. Travel will be very difficult to impossible. The hazardous conditions could impact the morning and evening commute due to that. And this is all coming from this system that is rolling into the area. Nice, good-looking system here. Going to be moving in and bringing some cooler air, and that's going to lead to more intense snowfall that is going to drop across eastern Tennessee where that winter storm warning is issued. Next week looks quite wet for Phoenix. Yes, you guys definitely need the rainfall. The Selma, Alabama tornado lofted debris up to 25,000 feet, according to Ryan Holyall's stream. That is 25,000 feet. That is really, really high. That must have been a very big, that was a big tornado, but I'm sure it was even bigger than big. It was probably, I'm not going to pre-rate it, but I'm sure it was a strong tornado for sure. At least greater than an EF1 or 2. Which I just pre-rated when I said I was not going to pre-rate. I just heard big thunder in Kingston, New York. Weird. Nothing but light rain all day. So you're probably in the upstate area. Well, it's probably because of some of the shower activity that's advecting. You do got some pop-up storms in that area. So just keep that in mind. Maybe some strong storms or two from kind of left and right. It's rather cool there, though. Temperatures are in the 40s and 50s, kind of like California's weather. But we are going to see a lot more. Man, they have winter storm warnings all the way down into Chico. That is crazy. What's funny is, yeah, it is pretty low, those winter storm warnings. I don't know why Fresno would be under a winter storm warning, but okay. It's not going to snow in Fresno. Santa Cruz is wrecked. I just heard big... okay. Yeah, Santa Cruz is definitely in some deep trouble. A lot of flooding in the coastal mountains. But do you guys want to see some storm footage? Let me know, because I've got a lot to show you all. I've got a ton.
What? Really strong winds, potentially damaging.
Gotta get it all set up though first.
What's going on?
Okay, this was not it. Okay, that was the wrong one. Let's do this one. Not yet. I'm not ready just yet. All right, let me know if you guys are ready. Now that we looked at this. How's the weather in St. Augustine, Florida tomorrow? So St. Augustine for tomorrow, you are going to get, let's take a look here at the models. You could get some severe thunderstorms throughout Friday morning, maybe even Friday late morning into the early afternoon. But after that, that cold air moves in, and you are definitely going to see a big drop in temperatures in the storm's wake. What's up, Dakota? How are you doing? This severe weather event could be worse than November 4th, 2022. Oh, yeah, it could have been. But it looks like Tennessee is going to get quite a bit of the action. Yeah, the Selma tornado was really bad. Yeah, that's what I've heard on Twitter, on Facebook. It was pretty bad, yeah. That same storm went through Selma, Alabama, produced 3 tornado emergencies. Oh my freaking gosh. Oh wow. That was really wow. I heard it really leveled that place. Jeez. You know what? Let me see if I can go to radar history. That would make me feel better. That way I didn't miss anything. And then we'll look at our storm. Because I feel bad if I don't show it. So let me try doing this. Sure hope this works. So I'm going to load up the Selma radar in Alabama. And then we'll look at some storm footage. Are you guys interested in looking at my storm footage? Look, it looks, just wait until you see it. It was pretty bad here. Oh my. Okay, so that was not, got to go further back in time. I was close though. I was close. All right, let's see if I can get Yes, I'll show the footage here in just a second. I want to actually look over this tornado, and then we will look at the footage. That way I feel better that I didn't miss anything. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Yeah, that was really significant. Let me bring up high-res velocity on this. That's what I like about Radar Omega, because I can actually look back at how bad it actually was. Oh my freaking gosh. That literally went right over Selma. That literally went right over Selma. Union, oh my gosh. Highway 80, not Interstate 80, but Highway 80 going through Selma. Wow, that thing just got destroyed. Gosh, that went on for a long time too. That was a long tracker right there. Dang, that went all the way over 65 New Prospect. Dang, that went even all the way over here to Alexandria City. Wow, that was really long tracked. Oh my goodness. So that's Selma right there. Let me look over debris. If I could bring up high resolution correlation coefficient. 149 miles. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely long tracked. Where in the heck? Oh, there's a debris ball. Oh my gosh. That is a huge deep debris ball signature. Right over Selma too. Sunset Village. My goodness. God just destroyed. Yeah, the debris that it picked up was so unreal. Oh yeah, I could imagine. The debris even went on. Here's a new debris ball, part of that extension of the tornado. That went on for a while. That carved a long path, too. That went all the way up over here near Alexandria City. You can see the debris ball just went pretty far. That was a strong tornado. I just pray and pray that people are safe. Even so that I was not here covering it, I do apologize. I wish I was here. This was, oh my gosh, that was 10 this morning. What was I doing at 10 o'clock this morning? I was actually I was with my family watching my grandpa go through physical therapy. So I was not even at home. That is crazy. Oh, I wish I was there covering this. But hey, at least I was able to reflect on it and look over the radar data. So here again, here is Selma, Alabama. I mean, that just took out a lot of buildings. Oh my goodness. A lot of these houses probably destroyed. 4th Avenue, 6th Avenue, Highland Avenue. That debris ball, my goodness, that literally swallowed the entire city. Debris was actually found in the forward flank downdraft later during its track. Jeez, okay. Her debris from this storm went 20 miles. It was raining debris. That's crazy. I would not be surprised. This thing was pretty intense. I mean, it kind of fell apart briefly and then it kind of redeveloped again and got a new debris ball that went over 65 at about so this was about 11 my time. That was about 2 o'clock Eastern time, and then it went over Lightwood shortly thereafter. And then there's the same debris ball over Speed. It went right over Speed almost. Oh my goodness. At about 2:18 p.m. And it just went on and on. That was just wild. I wouldn't pre-rate this, but it was a strong tornado for sure. Hey, do you guys want to see with what we got? You want to see with what we got in our area? You wouldn't believe it. You'd be like, wait. Are you looking at California or are you looking at Georgia? Because what you're about to see is literally unbelievable. So it was Tuesday and a Wednesday. No, it was... I think it was Monday night into Tuesday. There has been so many storms that I cannot even remember half of them. It had horizontal vortices, so it was very strong. Jeez Louise. SPC already said EF3 plus. Well, yeah, EF3 plus, but it could have been an EF4 or an EF5, right? Okay, was that the storm that we got? Hold on. Okay, I think it was back a little further. We had this so much intense... Oh, no, that was... Okay, no, that was before. Let's see here. So it was on the 9th. Okay, it was on the 10th. Okay, it was in the morning of the 10th. That's what it was. Are you guys ready to see a pretty intense line that went through my area? Gosh, if we had internet, I would have been able to tape this. I want you guys to take a look at this. Does that seem pretty familiar? Oops, let me go back. Does this seem pretty familiar to a lot of you? I'll look at the Selma, Alabama tornado pictures on Twitter in just a second. Yes. But look at what we got Tuesday morning. Yeah, it was Tuesday morning. Guess what we got? We had a pretty intense line of storms that went over my area. Very similar to with what was going on in Alabama today. Do you guys not usually... You guys don't... Yeah, we don't get storms like this. This was pretty intense. This was a very intense line. I mean, this was really, really heavy. Some very heavy rainfall along that line. And yes, there was a lot of lightning, and I will show you a ton of the lightning video footage that I got with that. But it was pretty intense. We actually had a couple of tornado warnings along this. And yes, I was in one of those tornado warnings. Also, that was a tornado in California. It was 90 miles an hour, EF1. Yes, in Jackson, it was near Jackson. When the line moved up into that area. That was a very strong line of storms. My goodness. I mean, you could see how the line progressed. It's a very strong line. And then we had all these scattered showers afterwards, after that line went through. What's up, DD 2003? I lived in California for 34 years and rarely saw lightning or had a thunderstorm. Yeah, it is rare to get something like that, but when it does happen, it is pretty significant. And that's what we had. We had a very intense line of storms. And believe it or not, this is that same storm that is causing problems. Look at this line of storms. Pretty similar. So now, okay, I want to show you guys some footage on Twitter on that, if I can find any on that tornado. Ooh, I want to see this really quick. Snowpack. Percent of April 1st average. Okay. South, central, north. Oh, wow. We're far ahead of normal. Look at this. We're really doing good as far as snowpack goes. We're really doing good. Statewide percent of average for date is 226%. That is pretty crazy. That is absolutely immense. Wow. We're going to be in good shape. Oh, that is from Ronald. Thank you, Ronald, for that. So now let's go to Selma. It's already trending on Twitter, I bet ya. It sure is. There's a tornado. Look how big that thing is. Big time. Here's the damage from that tornado in Selma, Alabama. Things are gone. A lot of the houses are gone in some areas. That really did a lot of damage. My gosh. So blurry, though. Here's more footage of the tornado. Look at that. Oh, here's a better one. You look at this right here. There's a tornado. Here's another picture of it. Look at that. Yikes. Look at all the damage that was done from that tornado in Selma, Alabama. A train car looks like was derailed, or some of the train cars were. That is ridiculous. Man, living. There's more damage. This is a Selma, Alabama tornado. Pretty intense vertical vortex or horizontal vortex. It's pretty wild. pretty wild. Jeez. And here's a look at the velocity that the tornado did. Look at that. Clear path. Super clear path. One stinking long track tornado. Oh my gosh! Mark Sedith was in where I used to live. Oh my gosh! Dakota, I know that area. I so know that area. Oh my gosh! I gotta actually... What a trip! I'm actually retweeting that. I gotta literally retweet that because that literally Mark Sedith, HurricaneTrack.com, literally right by where I used to be, where I used to live. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in the deep south. And I think he's gonna be out there ahead of this next storm, I bet. All right, are you guys ready for some storm footage? Are you ready for some storm footage, anybody? Let me know. Let me know if you're ready, because there's going to be a lot of it. A lot of storm footage. We got to make this quick because I have to be done with this in about 15 or so minutes. Yes, yes, good, good. Are you all ready? Ready, ready, ready? Okay. We're going to start with this one. Watch the videos as they progress. This is ahead of that wind that we had that reached 60 to 64 miles an hour. Had some pretty big wind damage in my area. Are you guys ready? Here we go. This again is ahead of that storm. So winds are light, but they get more out of control. This doesn't get really dangerous. I'm gonna skip some of this. Just wait. It gets a lot worse than this. Just wait until you see some of the damage that I captured. This is when it got really strong. This is when the wind got pretty intense. Oh wait, no. Is it this one? Not really. I got brave I braved the cold weather and the rain, and I went out there and Yes! Hold on, you guys. I will be right back.
Was a power fly.
Let's see. The wind got a lot stronger. Yeah, right here. This is when it got really bad, folks. Take note of the birch tree. Take note of the birch tree.
But that was...
Oh my gosh, another power flash.
Let me see if I can get those power flashes. Yep, there was just one.
Look very closely, you guys.
If I can get those power flashes. Yep, there was just one.
And then... take note of how strong the winds are. Here's more. Take note of the rumbling sound that you could hear.
We have lost our power.
Take note of these redwood trees. Oh yeah, this is when it gets really bad. Check this out. Big time wind gust hits the camera. Take note of this. This was in California, where I live. Can't disclose the exact location, but I'll tell ya, it was it was in California. This was ahead of one of those big storms, and the winds were just out of control. What's up, Left Out Loud? How are you doing? Or Laughed Out Loud, I should say. Welcome, welcome. It's an honor that you're here. We're actually just reviewing my footage, but it's gonna get worse, folks. It's gonna get worse. I gotta move through this pretty quickly because I'm about to head out of here in about 10 minutes.
Here's a look at my Davis Vantage View weather station. The house is rumbling.
That's my Davis weather station, folks. The high-end $1,500 station.
Peak wind gust since today. 60, I thought it said 65. But either way, winds are pretty destructive outside right now.
Wait until you see this right here. Look at this. 46-mile-an-hour wind gusts there that I captured.
Damaging wind.
What's up, Justin G? You're here. We're just reviewing my windstorm that we had, Justin, from this last weekend. Trying to look for another big wind gust that I captured. Oh yeah, it's right here. Oh wait, no. Listen to this closely, Justin. You're about to witness tree branches breaking off of a tree that I captured. It gets pretty bad, pretty destructive. Oh yeah, this is the one. This is showing you how serious the winds were. Oh wait, no, is this the one? Not really. Oh yeah, this is the one. Oh yeah, sure, Justin. Join.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, brother. We're just reviewing my windstorm that we had. Dude, look at this. Look how crazy this was.
That's crazy. Yeah, it was bad here too.
I mean, we had a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust that was captured on my Davis. 60.
Yeah, the wind wasn't as bad down here, but the rain was wild. There was a lot of flooding.
Jeez. Oh yeah, we have had a lot of our fair share of flooding. You just saw a little taste of what we've been having.
Yeah.
I mean,
did you see all the craziness from earlier today?
Oh yeah, I am very upset that I missed everything. It overperformed.
Yeah, here's the thing. This morning, like, it didn't... Yesterday, let me just start from the beginning, because I've been following this event for a few days. Yesterday, it looked like maybe a couple tornadoes embedded within, like, the, you know, the QLCS. Nothing crazy. And there was a 2% tornado risk, right? And then last night, when the newest HRRR runs came in, it was kind of evident that you were going to get something a little bit more significant. But, you know, you were still, like, kind of on the 5% to 10% border. Nothing too crazy. Then this morning, the observations came in, right? And we were seeing some soundings, and I'm just going to send you a rap sounding from as a tornado was ongoing. Look in your DMs. Look at that sounding.
Oh my gosh.
That'll explain how this happened. Basically, we started off the day with a couple supercells in Mississippi that moved into Alabama. They all produced tornadoes. Every single supercell that moved into Alabama produced a tornado today. One of which produced the strongest tornado probably in the last year, including 2022. It had a 90-knot VROT with debris up to 30,000 feet.
Oh my gosh.
And that's the one that got the tornado emergency. Unfortunately, 6 people are dead. That's the sad part of today, along with, all the homes that are damaged. So today was a really bad day for Alabama and Georgia, and as the QLCS started to organize, it moved into Georgia, and you got this crazy, I really wish you were streaming, you would have been like, what is going on? You got this crazy bookend vortex that produced another strong to violent tornado, 74 knot VROT, and there were at one point up to 4 tornadoes on the ground within like 3 miles all at once. It was quadruplets on the ground. They all had TDSs, and they were all within one bookend vortex. It was crazy. I would say, just judging off of watching today, that there were likely 30 plus tornadoes. I can't even count, there were so many. Like a couple intense to violent and several strong. So yeah.
Yeah, this weather has been out of control. In California now for the southeast.
Yeah, today came out of nowhere. I mean, it just came out of nowhere. Yesterday it was a 2%.
Yeah, I was gonna go live, but again, like you were saying, I was not expecting it to be this bad. Then Braden called me, Candy called me, says, David, tornadoes, there's tornadoes. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was the first tornado emergency since first tornado emergency in January since I think 2017. So. Oh
my gosh.
Yeah, and one of the tornadoes was just absolutely massive. That was the tornado emergency one. It was a huge wedge.
That's crazy. But look at what's also crazy, the winds that I captured and power. Look at the power outage that we got.
Yeah, it was bad up there. You guys got a few tornado warnings up in Sacramento too, that region.
I was under 1 tornado warning, Justin.
Wow, you were actually under 1? That's crazy.
Yeah, and I woke up because I heard the wind, and I'm like, holy moly, why is it so windy again? And I realized it was just a big storm. It's just a huge, massive big storm. But then I heard this, it was like this. I'm like, oh my gosh. So it was thunder. So I went on to my Doppler radar. I'm like, oh boy, we're right under this line. Okay, I'm going down. I'm going to the basement. My grandma was sound asleep, and I was trying to wake her up, and she wouldn't wake up. And I'm like, Grandma, wake up! Tornado warning. And she was just lying there and says, there ain't no tornado warning, David. I'm like, you were under 1.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. You guys got an EF1 up there, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it was why just wait until I show you some of the footage. And if you're watching the stream right now, which I hope you are, look what I captured on camera. Tree branches breaking off.
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this, folks.
We lost a big old fat branch.
Boom! Branches. There you go. Boom!
Yeah. Down here, there was some pretty significant flooding, especially up in the Santa Barbara County region. There was a ton of evacuation orders up there.
Oh, yeah. It was like a hurricane here, Justin. It was bad.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Oh yeah, hold on. It's this one, I think. Or wait, was it this one? I think. Yeah. one was it? Darn it. I'm trying to look for the right... I think it was that one. The winds were so strong with this event. Trying to look for... I think it's this one. Oh, yeah, it was. Okay. Look how strong... Take note of how strong this gust is about to be. Really quick. Oh, wait. Yeah, right here.
Wow.
Yeah, look how strong. That was probably about a 65-mile-an-hour wind gust right there.
Yeah, probably. That's really strong.
And listen, Justin, this is my Davis weather station. You got to listen to this closely. Squealing. The wires on the Davis pole squealing.
Crazy.
Listen. Listen to that.
Yeah, this storm, I would say, was probably the biggest one I've seen for California in a long time.
Oh, yeah. It is bad. Oh, yeah, then we got power flashes, too. You want to see some power flashes?
Sure.
Yeah, this was that same wind event. Look at.
We just had a power flash just a bit ago. Another one. Flash just a bit ago. Another one.
It's like a tornado.
Dude, yeah, I know, right? Oh, yeah, and there was more power flashes, too. Not in this one. I think it's this one. Oh, yeah, right here. Look at this, Justin. Watch this. Boom.
Ooh, power flash.
Crazy.
Another one. Ooh, power flash. Another one.
And there was more. This is not just the only one, Justin. Look at this.
Yeah, it was a really
my
big
gosh.
storm. From Northern
my
California all the way down to Southern California. It went crazy.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Look at this, you guys. Look at that.
Oh.
All right, that was all for that. And guess what, Justin? We got high wind warning probability chances for our area again.
Shocker.
Saturday. The European NGFS model agreeing on a pretty intense low pressure system.
And to answer Mindy Weeks' question, the next storm that we will be getting here in California, I believe starts tomorrow. Am I correct?
It is tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow, early afternoon. That will impact even Southern California. Then the second one, that's a big deal for your area. Probably a renewed flood threat for your area, Justin.
Right, yeah. So this week is going to be another big storm for California. I would say not as big as the last one. The last one is probably the biggest one we're going to see. But after that, it looks like the ridge builds back in. Am I right?
Yep. Which is, it's nice to see the ridge build in, but it's really annoying to see it build in. It's like, we're doing so well. Let's just keep it up.
Yeah, did you see the drought? It got demolished. There is like barely drought anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's just crazy. All right, well, Justin, I'll be talking to you a little more in a second, but I'm going to have to end my stream because I have to eat dinner. I can still talk to you because I really want to talk to you about our storm. I'm not done talking to you about that. All right, well, anyways, you guys, I have to actually get going. I have 10 minutes to eat my dinner, then I have to go to church and everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know I just didn't have much time to hang out with you all. We'll make more time for this hopefully soon. But if my power goes out this weekend, it's going to be a repeat of no YouTube for a few days until my power gets restored. Because we're going to have flooding, power outages, strong winds, heavy snowfall. It's going to be the whole 9 yards all over again. But anyways, I love you guys, and I care about you all, and I'll be back with you more with awesome weather content. Thank you all.